Really quickly, I just wanted to speak on the importance of not underutilizing your brain. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in a higher being, or whether you believe in yourself, the universe, I just want to ensure that the public knows that if we weren't supposed to ask questions, we would not have a brain. Asking questions, being fearless in asking your questions, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, listening, and taking action based on your knowledge is one of the most important things in life, because if you don't, that's when you can be controlled in whatever sense you may be thinking. I also want to state that nothing is in this world without a level of acceptance. Many people think that the rich run the world, and I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that. What I want to say is that when you look at the numbers, the rich are only the 1%. The rest of the 99% are the people. Regardless of the powers that be, regardless of the individuals or groups of rich individuals that may run this world, nothing is in this world without a level of acceptance, because 99% outnumber the 1% innumerably. If you do not want something to be, all you have to do is just stand together, unite. Unity is one of the greatest words ever, greatest and most powerful words ever. If you do not want something to be, stand together and say no. The 99% always have the last say so in this world. In regard to how evil is propagated today, I'd like to give an example of a vendor selling apples. It's easier to understand. So if a vendor is selling apples and he has a big sign that says 5 apples for $10, but he also has a little sign that says apples may be poisonous. If a buyer comes to the vendor to get some apples, buys the apple, eats the apple, and dies as a result of it, karmic retribution is, it's not the vendor's fault, it's the buyer's fault for buying the apple, because the vendor gave all the signs to the buyer that his apples may be poisonous. The dichotomy of that is kind of what society was, is, and will always be, in a sense that if you accept something, you'll have to take responsibility for it. So you can coincide that with the poisonous apple. So if something evil is being propagated to society and you accept it, you accepted that poisonous apple. Therefore, whoever propagated it is not necessarily his fault. It's the 99%'s fault for eating the apple, accepting that message. Once we understand the dichotomy of that, this whole world will be changed for the better, not just for a certain group of individuals, but for everybody.